Hi, I'm Trisha and I'm here to show you the long-awaited drugstore version of my 5-minute face. My first 5-minute face video got so much positive feedback. Thank you so much for getting in touch with me and letting me know how it's helped you feel more beautiful in your everyday life. It is wonderful to hear, and that's exactly what I want these videos to do. So I keep talking about filming a drugstore version where I can show you how to get the same great look, but instead of using luxury brands, doing it with brands that you can find at your local drugstore. So that's what I'm going to do today. As usual, I've got my little guy here with me. You might hear him occasionally in the video. Hopefully he won't be too vocal, but he's like his mom, so I can't really blame him. I'm going to put a list below of all the products that I'm using along with the luxury brands that I'm substituting them for, because those are still some of my favorites. I just love having the option of either splurging on high-end stuff or finding great alternatives at the drugstore so you can spend your money other places. I know everybody's got a different budget and you don't have to spend a lot to look good. I'm also going to put a link to the original 5-minute face video if you haven't had a chance to check that out. And then please make sure you subscribe so that you never miss a new fun video and a chance to feel and look really great. So remember, the 5-minute face has 3 main parts. We're going to start by evening out skin tone, then we're going to define the eyes, and then add some color to lips and cheeks. So I'll stop talking and start doing makeup. Let's go. The first part to the 5-minute face is to even out skin tone. In my first 5-minute face video, I talked about using a primer followed by a tinted moisturizer. Well, then my world got rocked a couple weeks ago because I discovered Lumene's CC cream at the drugstore, and I've been raving about it ever since. So this is a product that functions as your primer and your tinted moisturizer. It's got sunscreen, SPF 20, it's an illuminator. It basically evens out your skin tone. And I like it even more than BB cream. So I know I'm kind of late getting on the bandwagon with CC creams, but this one has just rocked my world. It comes in a couple different shades. I'm using light, which is actually not the lightest one. I think fair is even lighter. And the other great thing about this is that you can apply it with your fingers. So I know I wanted to do a drugstore version of the 5-minute face video to save you money. And not only am I suggesting that you don't have to use a separate primer, but you can also use your fingers to apply this. Now, if I were to really be taking my time or doing someone else's makeup, I would recommend using a brush. I think it helps things go on really smooth, but I have started to appreciate being able to get things on really quickly. So I know that's kind of contradictory to what I said before, but if you do want to use a foundation brush to apply any creams all over your face, I did find Sonia Kashuk's foundation brush, and I think that is great. It's my substitute for the Benefit foundation brush, but I'm whipping this on and it really evens out skin tone. It feels lightweight. It's paraben free. I had someone ask me to find a paraben free tinted moisturizer, and that was like hitting the jackpot. I think it retails for $13. I've been using it now for a month and a half and I still have more than half. So check it out. I'm seriously in love with this. And let's see, if you want to use a separate primer because your skin is really giving you a hard time, and some days my skin does need a little more help, then I would recommend using the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Primer as a sub for the Smashbox Photo Finish. So check out the Neutrogena one. It's got broad spectrum sunscreen. But seriously, the Lumene CC cream I've been using even more than my trusty Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. So, all right, CC cream is where it's at. Better late than never. Next, we want to use a little bit of concealer where I need a little more coverage. So, my substitute for the Estee Lauder Double Wear is the Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser for Dark Circles. So this one, you got to kind of twist it up, but it's great for under the eye. And you can also use it if you have blemishes. So you just want to use your ring finger again and kind of pat and smooth that out. Just make sure you get on the sides of the nose and all the way over. And just kind of touch up where you have any other boo-boos hanging out. Sometimes I have a little redness around the nose. So this is another good consistency concealer that works for under the eye and blemishes, which isn't always the case with concealers. Okay, so that was step 1. That was evening out skin tone. Went super fast. Now we want to talk about defining the eyes. And I start with curling my lashes, which you can skip if you have curly lashes, you lucky girl you. But I am using my trusty CoverGirl eyelash curler. And again, I'm going to want to get that right into the base of the lashes. Clamp down. If you feel any pain, stop. You're actually pinching your skin, which is not good. Pump it a couple times and then release. And then in my 5-minute face video, one of the drugstore products I used was actually CoverGirl mascara because I think it's great and I don't often use an expensive mascara, and I use the Lash Blast. Well, then I found CoverGirl's ClumpClusher. Holy cow, I didn't think it was possible to like anything more than Lash Blast, but this is amazing. And you can use it just starting right at the base of the lashes, wiggling your wand out. I think the shape of the brush helps to really, oh, that's cute, really lift the lashes. While the mascara is still wet, you can just wipe it off your skin if you ever are kind of sloppy like me. And make sure you get the outer corner. Make sure you coat each and every lash, because when you're going for an easy face, it's little things like this where it only takes a couple extra seconds and it makes a big deal. And then if you want, or you have really light lashes, you can do a little bit on the lower lashes. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side real quick. So curl. Then we're going to move on to my eyeliner trick. And I used a Benefit waterproof liner, and what I found as a great sub is by NYC, and they come in a pack 2 for $1.99. Can't beat that. And actually you can use it on your eyebrows as well, which I was a little skeptical about until I tried it. So this is the NYC brown eyeliner pencil in 902 dark brown. You get 2. They are kind of small, but that's nice because they fit in your makeup bag. So while my mascara is drying, I'm just going to use it to really quickly lightly fill in my brows. And remember, for you light browed girls, this is especially important because your brows really frame your face. If you have darker brows like mine, it's just about kind of neatening them up. This doesn't have a spoolie brush on the end of it, so you might want to use an old clean mascara wand, or you can get a little spoolie wand from Sally Beauty Supply. They come in packs of 10, so they just look like that. You can use a clean unused toothbrush. You have a couple different options. So I'm using this NYC pencil instead of the Benefit Instant Brow Pencil and the Benefit Waterproof Eyeliner. So you're just gonna, this is my little trick, remember, you're gonna come in from underneath and rub the pencil along the lashes, just kind of where your lashes are growing. It's called the waterline. Well, actually it's above the waterline. You're not just getting it on the, that kind of moist part of your lid. It's literally right in the lash bed. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, now we're going to do the other eye. And this takes a little bit to get the hang of. Feels funny the first couple times, and then you'll do it no sweat. So I am referring a lot to my first 5-minute face video when I use some of my favorite luxury and high-end products. I still love those products, but I know that not everybody is going to want to fork out that much money for cosmetics, and I think it's good to have options, and then you can pick and choose. Do I want to spend my money on a great foundation or tinted moisturizer, or do I want to get an excellent CC cream and then be able to spend more money on something like a cheek stain? And this brings me to the final part of the 5-minute face, which is adding some color to lips and cheeks. I love Benefit's ChaCha Tint, and I cannot find a drugstore replica or version of it. I did find Maybelline's Dream Bouncy Blush, which is a really natural, pretty blush, but it doesn't last as long. So I still am a huge fan of this. I'm still going to make room in my budget to get this because it lasts forever and you can use it on lips and cheeks. But in the spirit of sticking with drugstore things, I'm going to show you using the Dream Bouncy Blush, just kind of patting it on my finger and patting it on the apples of the cheeks. This comes in, I think, 6 different shades, and it's a funky texture to feel, and I'm like squishing mine all over, but it does create a very natural, pretty flush. So you can do that on both sides. And what I did find a lip stain at the drugstore. So there's a substitute for the lip stain version, just not the cheek stain part of it. And the great thing about the ChaCha Tint is you can use it for both. Okay, so instead of using ChaCha Tint on my lips, I did find the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain. Make sure you get the Balm Stain, which looks like a big chunky crayon, because this has worked a lot better for me than just their regular stain, which is really intense and bright and great if you want a party mouth, but for every day I like something a little more subtle. So you just kind of swipe this on. It has a nice minty smell. I've thrown it in my purse. I don't even really need a mirror to put it on. It's a little bit bright, but part of my theory of the 5-minute face is that if you have a little pop of color on the lips and cheeks, it really brightens up the rest of your face. Then what I used in the original video was the Fresh Cosmetics Sugar Coral Lip Balm, and what I'm using here in the drugstore version is by CoverGirl, and it's the Lips Slicks Smoochies, and this is in Tweet Me. Oh, I should mention that this Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain is in Rendezvous. So now I'm going to use the Tweet Me, and this is going to give me a little bit of shine. Now, I don't think this has SPF in it, which the Fresh Cosmetics one does. So just be warned. But there you go. It's the 5-minute face, but it's with drugstore products. Now you can pick and choose where you want to spend your money and where you want to save a little bit, and know that you can still look good without spending a lot. So let's do a quick recap. I'll just show you what I have on right now. I did the Lumene CC Cream, and then the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser for Dark Circles. We defined the eyes with our CoverGirl Lash Curler and the CoverGirl ClumpClusher Mascara. And then I filled in brows. Oh, and actually I think I only filled in one brow, so let's do the other side. And this is the NYC Brow and Eyeliner Pencil. And they come in a 2-pack. And I just got my brows done yesterday, thank God. So at least they're groomed. Then on cheeks, I did a little bit of the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush, followed by the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain, and then for extra shine, I did the CoverGirl Smoochies. So thanks for watching. Make sure you leave comments, like the video, and subscribe to me. And then make sure you check me out on Facebook as well under Trisha Clark Makeup. And I'll see you all soon.